The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Pass complete to the receiver Thielen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. To throw is Cousins. They'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
To the air again, it's Cousins. They'll find his receiver, that's Chad Beebe. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Vikings 7, Bears nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
First down. Here's Cousins. This one caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
To throw, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure they just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10. At their own.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Looking sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Foles. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his...
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And Jackson picks it into the 40-yard line. That's where the return stops.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
22-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Montgomery, a first down and then some. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard
Kirk
line.
Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. Now a nice throw here right side. He holds it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Well, this will be caught by Mooney. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
First and goal.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting the lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and now it's second down. On play action, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of points because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. Well, that came a little abruptly here. So working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. Now KJ Osborne. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26.
The Vikings take over first and 10. At their own.
Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards, obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Of course he will. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
On third down, Cousins. His man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and it's second down. Cousins again. His throw is incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
To Jefferson on a slant. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for Cook. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Cousins able to find Jefferson here, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's put it down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They try again with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Cook following the penalty. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to see it.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Yeah, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Throwing again on second down. Foles, and he finds Montgomery complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on second and long. Foles, middle of the field, it's Robinson. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just one score. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Vikings take over first and 10. At their own 23.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds downs at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a...
Sack him again, the 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's happened to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
This is taken around the 12. Minnesota. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing here, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Got an open man, finding Jefferson. Will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They run it again with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
When you get that close to the goal line, you can't give up yardage that easily. You might have just given up a great opportunity to score 6 points.
31-yard attempt.
Bailey's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
For Darrell Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with